What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Fresh here, man. We are back again with some more Fresh Falcons Talk Player Profile. This is our fifth or sixth round pick, one of the multiple ones. After this, we have like three more picks. So I think it's actually the fifth round because we had 3-6. So this is our fifth round pick, JD Bertrand. Hopefully I didn't mess his name up. Linebacker, Notre Dame. Man, I see him as like almost down there like a Caden Ellis. No, not a Caden Ellis. I'm gonna say a Nate Landman kind of clone somewhat. And I definitely see him making a contribution. I feel like he can make an impact in his first year just like Troy Anderson did, basically. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I definitely think we did need to add a linebacker because we only had like 3 linebackers, maybe 4 linebackers on the depth chart so far. So we definitely needed some more inside linebackers. But hey, man, like I said in previous videos, man, we're gonna check out his interview, his conference, why he fits, highlights, and everything. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, baby. And tell your friends and family, man. Bring them on down and be a part of this Fresh family. You dig? So, let's jump into it. Damn. That's how you make a tackle right there. I would have liked him seeing intercept that, but he's back there and covered.
Plummer is taken down by Bertrand.
Bertrand. Okay. Bertrand. And he's a captain. That's one thing I've noticed that we've always made sure when we pick players, they're either the captains or some type of real leader on their team. Damn, bro, I know how to come and make a hit. Come here.
Milton loses the ball.
Let's go.
Has to fall on it.
Come here. He like Troy Anderson, but he know what he doing more. Look at that. Oh, I like that.
Well, in the 5th round and with the 143rd overall pick, the Atlanta Falcons selected J.D. Bertrand from the University of Notre Dame. Congratulations on being picked by the Atlanta Falcons. How you feeling right now?
Thank you. I'm so excited just to be a hometown kid and be able to stay home. And
oh, snap. He's from Georgia. Okay.
Me, and so it's just awesome to be able to stay
home.
Yeah,
that's always good. Hey, they said they was going to get Georgia. They're going to get Georgia's players, man.
What were some of your memories growing up of the Falcons and this NFL team that you're now part of?
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. My parents aren't huge football fans, but just because of that, we were like, okay, we settled in Georgia. And once we settled in Georgia, it was all right, we're just going to root for and support the Falcons all the way through. And so it was like, hey, can I get an NFL helmet or an NFL little jersey? And so I was a little 8-year-old kid. And I really actually.
So he grew up being a Falcons fan.
Started to fall in love for the Falcons just at that time.
All right, you said that they weren't a huge football family because I read somewhere that your dad played rugby professionally for a little bit and you weren't allowed to. So is that why you got into football originally, because you weren't allowed to play rugby?
Yeah, it actually took some time. I have 2 older brothers that weren't allowed to, and so one's still playing baseball and the other one isn't playing any sports. So once the rugby was out of the picture, I had to find something that had to.
Hey man, he had to get him some.
So you played a bunch of sports
I understand.
in high school. You played football, you swam, you played basketball, you did yoga and karate. Like, what's with the yoga and karate? Like, what's your best belt in karate? Do you know?
So it wasn't like actually like true classes with belts and stuff. It was just honestly just practice of like reaction stuff to help me with football. And so all that kind of stuff was really
okay. I like that.
Be the best football player I possibly can be.
Speaking of being the best football player,
the way he plays, I like the way he plays.
Former head coach now, Marcus Freeman, said that you set the standard for everyone else on the roster. How do you think you'll be able to translate that mentality in the NFL now?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just come in and do what I've always done and just come in and work hard, be able to do long days and just be able to push from where I'm at, from the bottom up, and just be able to push people by how hard I'm working and what I'm doing, and just being able to be an example for the rookies in our class, but then also be able to push guys ahead of me.
Great. Well, JD, look, congratulations on being selected by the Atlanta Falcons. You get
Thank
to
you.
stay home. Are you gonna like live with your
I
parents?
know.
Maybe
Yep.
or just take
Yeah,
some
you
time
gonna
by
pull a
yourself?
Kirk Cousins?
I gotta figure that one out.
All right. Well, congratulations by being picked by the Atlanta Falcons.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, JD, first things first, did we put initials on that or no?
I really don't even have a preference, but yeah, you can do it. Just J. D.
We just want to be consistent and make sure
Appreciate it.
you're good
Let,
stead there.
it's funny
Hey,
they let
where did
let get the first question to each person.
Local squad here to come play in the NFL.
Yeah, I was ecstatic. Honestly, when I looked down, I saw the flowery branch number. I was, let's go. And then also just meeting Coach like 2 weeks ago on the local day. Like, I just walked out of that meeting. I was like, dang, I really would love to be able to have the chance to play for the Falcons. And just, I mean, there's so many factors that go into it, and like, it couldn't be better.
How did that local day workout go for you there?
I didn't even work out. I just had a couple meetings with all the different coaches and stuff. And so they went really well. And I felt like they came away really knowing who I was as a player and as a person, both on and off the field.
And doing some research here, just came across that you decommitted from Georgia at one point and went to Notre Dame. Walk us through that back in high school.
I want to know that. Me too.
So I committed to Georgia early on, going into my junior year, and then by the time after about a year going into my senior year, ended up just deciding to go a different way, and ended up Notre Dame was a school for me. Just the combination that Notre Dame has with just academics, football, it's the full package. They really developed the person, and so
it sounded like he really wanted to get away from home for a little bit instead of just staying in Georgia.
I came in with Kyle Hamilton, and everyone think you're gonna have that Kyle Hamilton career, and that's not the way my career has worked, but it's all in God's hands.
All right, how do you feel? Notre Dame kind of got back on the map right before you got there, and y'all were able to sustain it and be in the playoff hunt and so forth. What was that like at such a traditional football place?
Most of it. Just Notre Dame itself is just unbelievable, and with Coach Freeman, I
think Notre Dame is still just lifting off his name.
I think it was a bumpy road, we would say. I think to start, wasn't as smooth. We started with Coach Freeman 0-2, but then now we finished last year 10-3, and it's just only going to keep getting better from there.
JD, where are you talking to us from right now? Are you here in town or are you in South Bend?
Yeah, I'm in Roswell, Georgia.
Nice. What were your interactions like when you got to meet with some of the Falcons staff members? I don't know if you met with Raheem or whatnot.
I know he had to be with the linebacker coach.
So I met with Raheem and Terry, and honestly, when I sat down right away, like it was kind of a little more kickback meeting. It was a little bit like, let's just talk, and some of it was talking ball, some of it was hey, what's the best restaurant around here, and just like little things here and there. And so it had a nice relaxed tone to it, but you could tell, like, I think the coolest thing to me that I came away from that meeting and why I was like, I would love to play for the Falcons, is that they're very big on hiring. Like, we're going to hire the right people and good people and make sure that they can go do their job to the best of their abilities. And I think being at Notre Dame, like, there is a similar philosophy. And so I think it's going to be an unbelievable
Okay. So we know how to get players to be comfortable.
To be drafted in the NFL? I'm not
sure. I think I am.
Nice. Cool. Congratulations on that.
Excited. Appreciate it.
You said you didn't work out at the local day. Is that because nobody worked out, or was there an issue you were dealing with?
Yeah, so I tore my plantar fasciitis the first day of Senior Bowl, finished the week, and then didn't have surgery, just had a boot, and so I fully recovered from that.
So you're back doing everything now?
Yeah. So I was on
Bruh, you learn something new every day. I ain't never heard somebody tearing whatever he just said. I ain't even gonna cap to you. Like, you tore what? And it didn't need no surgery, but still, it's like, dang, boy, you can tear things or hurt things in your body that you have no idea what it's called. And how to hurt it. Like, how do you hurt something like whatever he just said? That was crazy.
And local day.
What were your concerns, like not being able to work out, in this time, thinking how that might impact your stock?
Yeah, I really wanted to work out because I really think I would have showed a lot of people numbers that they maybe would not have expected from me. And I think I would have tested really well. And so I think there was always a little bit of just like, unfortunate, but I can only control what I can control. And so I made
True.
sure that my classroom setting, I think that football side of it is probably top notch for me compared to a lot of guys. And so I think I made sure that I focused on that even more than a lot.
I mean, football is more mental than it is physical. If you don't know what you going on, you don't know what you're doing when you out there on the field, bro. All your physical gifts don't mean
I was
nothing.
hoping I could hit the high 4.5s. I think would have been happy with low 4.6 as well. My goal would have been high 4.5s. I think that's a better way to phrase it. And then we think that would have liked to hit a 4.6, low 4.6.
What would you envision your role in this defense being? I know you're not super familiar with what it's going to look like. Neither are we right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think when I come in as a new guy, like you just got to start from the bottom up, and it's similar to college, and be able to prove yourself through special teams early and in camp, and then be able to prove yourself by mastering that defense really fast and be able to just make plays during camp. And so that's
and with him going to Notre Dame is like a highly academic school, so bro is real smart, so he should be able to pick up the scheme and everything very easily.
Scout?
I am an Eagle Scout.
What was your Eagle Scout project?
So my Eagle Scout project's with a local group actually in Roswell, and it's called Must Ministries. And so my mom got us involved with them since I was 3 years old. And initially we were just making lunches at the local church. And then my Eagle Scout project was that we made 200 sack lunches and did a book drive where we raised, I think it was 294 books. And then so coordinated all that, facilitated all that. And then we also donated them to any kind of under income communities around here. And so we handed them out, and I mean, it was really just a cool part. And I think one of the first times I was really to be able to be a true leader in a project.
Were you a Falcons fan growing up?
It's funny. So yes, short answer, yes. My dad grew up in Ireland, and my mom was in California. And
oh
so
yeah,
we didn't
that's
grow
why
up
he went to
huge
Notre
football fans
Dame.
in
That
general,
fighting Irish
but
in him.
being in Georgia, like we just cheered for the Falcons. We watched the Falcons, but we weren't like diehard Falcons fans. But if we were watching a team, we were watching the Falcons.
And I'm with Fox 5, and I was looking through our old footage here, and I found some highlights of you with Blessed Trinity. What's it like to come back home? And I mean, you're playing for your NFL.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine a better situation, a better scenario. And I have an awesome support group at home. And so to be close to them and to be able to make the travel easy for my family, and just be able to have a community that has supported me through high school, through college, and now be able to have the opportunity to play for them at the NFL level, I'm not going to be more grateful.
What was your family's reaction that you're going to be close to home?
Oh, they're so excited. My mom was saying the whole week, she was just like, well, maybe there's a chance that he's close to home. And I think the Notre Dame trips, they drive 10 hours up there, 10 hours back on a weekend. And so to be able to have a 45-hour drive, like,
they're going to love it. Like, yes, I can see my son play, but I ain't got to drive all that way.
Was it Trinity?
Yep. So we played Georgia Dome 1 year, and then the next year we played Mercedes-Benz.
Okay.
Or actually, no, Georgia Dome, my freshman year, lost that, and then played against Kyle Hamilton at Marist, and then the next year played Mercedes-Benz.
I'm guessing, I don't know if you remember, but at some point, it'll probably in the back of your mind somewhere, man, it'd be cool to play in a stadium like this someday, eventually again.
Most definitely. That's always been the dream, and now I get an opportunity to just continue to improve upon that dream and be able to make everything that I've dreamed of
happen. Yeah. Hey, and it's happening, baby.
Thanks, JD. Congratulations.
Thanks, JD.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
JD, number one, very complete football player. And I think football player is going to be a buzzword that's thrown around a lot.
I wouldn't expect his voice to sound like that.
Loves the game.
The way he looked, his voice would. I was like, whoa.
Very consistent, and you can see it on the film. I mean, he was a very productive player.
Probably the main thing that sticks out is the instincts that he has for the game.
Bro,
so he sees things quicker than most people do. So whereas somebody might be at one spot on the field chasing the ball, this kid's 2 steps ahead of that already because he saw it, diagnosed it, recognized it so early.
That's so what you're saying is we got that Luke Kuechly type of guy.
Position playing
maybe
I think is the most valuable and important thing.
The number one thing that popped out to me when I was evaluating JD was how complete his game was. He didn't have holes in his game. There are more athletic guys probably running around out there, but when it talks to being able to play the run, play the pass, call the defense, rush the passer from an inside linebacker position, he can play all 3 downs. And then, just
that's what I like to hear. I like to hear that.
What they were doing at Notre Dame. That's what I liked the most about him, was just the kind of the overall package. There wasn't a bunch of big holes when you watched him.
I mean, you talk to people on the side, and they're like, "Yeah, this is like Captain America." Like this is
they would say Captain America.
Guys, there's a maturation process from when they come into college. This guy was not that. This kid came out of it. He probably came out of the womb fully developed in this way. In terms of things that you look for.
I like that coverage pick.
Just a hard worker.
He was gonna finish, boy. Hey, that was gonna be ugly right there. Luckily, they blew the whistle.
Well, with the group we already have, because they're very similar. They're like-minded people. They're football guys, and when you're into football, it's going to make that transition, that room, really, really easy. And
there you go.
It's a versatile room as is, and I think JD has the ability to play multiple spots. He's got the ability to learn multiple spots too, so he's going to blend right
Chase
in
down.
with
Come
what
here.
we got.
Yeah, somebody with
that's what I like. I like seeing. Come here. He bringing the whole body. He's hitting. That's how you hit and wrap up. I like seeing that, man. He knows how to tackle. Come here.
Community, in the locker room. And you bring it to the football field, and the guy plays like an absolute psychopath in the best way.
Okay.
Hello? What's up, man? Did you just leave my office? What's going on? Where you at, in Gainesville? No, I'm in Roswell. Oh, you okay? Man, well, I'm glad, man, it's all worked out, man. I knew this was going to happen when you were in my office, man. Get your little Captain America ass up there and let's go to work.
Hey, I gotta say this. Hey, Raheem Morris is funny as hell, because he's down there said something like this to down there every pick we make. He says something weird. He say some funny shit. He said that, get your little Captain America ass on down here. This year is gonna be very exciting, man, with Captain. I mean, I was just say with Captain America. Damn, he got me saying it now. Oh man.
What's up, Jerry? Blessed Trinity's finest.
Ha 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 ha.
Hey, man, we couldn't be more excited. Everything we talked about, man, who you are as a person, on the field, off the field, that's what we're all about. Okay, what you're going to do when you get in this building, the way you're going to go to work, man, you're going to be a part of something special, okay? Gotcha. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. All right, brother. Y'all enjoy, celebrate. We'll see you soon. Awesome. All right, man. Yes, sir. All right.
Yes. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. I'm glad they kept this part in. Yeah, man. Let's go. Bro is huge, kinda. Yeah, his ass do look like Captain America. Oh, well, I was supposed to do my little what's name right there. Oh, actually, why he fits, but I forgot. We're gonna do it right here though. Yeah, just like some the linebacker coach saying he has a complete game and everything like that. Hey, I definitely fluff with that. You know what I'm saying? I like the way bro tackles. Bro is bringing not head, but shoulder pads in a bad attitude. And when he hits, bruh, if people are stopping, he boom, wrap up, drive. He knows how to lay lumber. And that's what we need. Because last year, if y'all remember last year, we had a big tackling problem at one point during the season. And I felt like that's why we lost a couple of games. But that's neither here nor there. Hey, man, new year, new season, new players, better players. And he is one of the better players that we are, you know what I'm saying, picking up. So, hey, man, welcome to the squad. Thanks for having you. Hey, man, can't wait to see you out there on the field. So make sure I hit that like button, comment, subscribe. And until next time, people, you guys stay fresh. Saloon.
Woke up this morning, can't remember nothing. Took the seat just flowing from London. Nothing I remember, they calling me daddy. The mansion was covered in money. Went to sleep.